everybody. It is Monday morning. It is a beautiful morning. My goodness, is it beautiful. 75, sunny, slight breeze. We are back at it this morning. My throat feels like I've been screaming all weekend. I don't know why, but plan this week is we're going to get started on keep going on that wall there. We're going to get that drainage line extended probably a little bit farther, but I got two guys this morning getting started on removing this old flagstone patio over here. And that's the plan, so. We're just going to get right to it. No talking, just working. All right, well, the guys got that all taken care of. We'll mess with more of that later. And now they're taking out a bunch of brick edging, leftover or old brick edging from around this tree, that tree over there, and then the landscape all over there. They got all that out of there. And the guys are working on this wall up over here, so. So that's looking real nice. Looking really nice, actually. So we kind of made a little bit of adjustment on the design. Originally this was just gonna come around like this and go to the wall. But now we're gonna bring this right here. We're gonna have that wall kind of curve in that way, and we're gonna put a couple steps in there where you can walk up to the front door, so that if you wanna go from the front door down to the pond over here, you'll be able to kind of, maybe we'll place a couple steppers in there. You can come through and then step down, and then walk down over to the pond side patio over there. So just a little slight design change, nothing crazy, but I think it'll look really, really nice when we're done. The guys are doing a great job getting this all, just continuing to build this up. So it's looking awesome. Looking really awesome. Morning, guys. Happy Tuesday. Back on site here. Phone ran out of batteries yesterday, so I stopped filming. But continuing to get work done as usual. I got another load of 2-inch this morning. Guys are rocking and rolling on the wall up here. They got a lot done yesterday. I think it looks really sharp. It's really sharp. You can see how much there, where he's standing right there on top of the wall is top of wall there. So they are moving right along. It's looking awesome. Got our curve excavated over here, so that's cool. And then me and two other guys worked on the area back here where you saw them demo that whole area. And so you can see what we did here. We did a couple big, large pieces of flagstone for steppers, and then a couple of nice big boulders, kind of help bring the grade down. And then it was just decided we're going to have these two trees removed, which this one has a bunch of dead in it, and the other one will have a big hole when you remove this other one. So it is what it is. Bed line will come in right there. You can kind of see that bed line coming right through here. So gain a little bit more yard, and then by removing these trees, we'll be able to gain some more sunlight in here. And they really won't miss it at all, Got some nice hydrangeas over there that bloom right there, but they're not gonna bloom much right now because they don't get enough sun. So I think that'll look nice to take out those couple of big trees, and that one's leaning real bad and it's gonna come down. So we're gonna take out a couple of these plants here and kind of rework this whole area, which I think will look really sharp. I actually may end up sinking a couple of outcropping pieces in here. I think that would look nice. So yeah, and I got a guy going around weed whacking, keeping the job site looking clean, so that's good. And yeah, so I'll put you guys down in front of where Jamie's working with the retaining wall, and you can watch how that's going for a while, and we'll go from there. So Guys, checking back in Wednesday morning. Guys are actually absolutely crushing this wall. It's looking awesome. Got a nice planting bed up in here. That looks really good. And then the wall is going to kind of continue around now like that. We're going to create another wall in the front here, I think. Small tiered wall to give it some more dimension. And yeah, guys are just doing a fantastic job. I'm loving it. So we're going to work down by the pondside patio today. We're going to put the sand in the joints, I think, and get the edging installed. So that's good. And then I had other guys working back here yesterday, trenching for, we had a trench through the woods for our irrigation main line and some conduits for other things and so on and so forth. So go over there and take a look at that a minute. You guys got a lot done yesterday, and they've just got a little bit more hand digging to do. We have to do some hand digging in this section because there's lots of different lines that could be running through there and we just don't know. So we're gonna dig it by hand. So guys are getting that done. The rest of the work is almost done back here. They did a lot of this with the machine, of course. We had to get a trench all the way back to that building over there. So that's where our water source is coming from for irrigation. So I wanted to get all that done and get it out here for now. And we also had to get a conduit for electric to that building for the electrician. So it's looking really good. So I'm gonna spend, me and some guys are gonna spend the rest of the day downstairs, down by the pondside patio working on that. So I'll go check that out now. This is all done for the most part. You can kind of see our bed line now is coming through here and around to there. Those two trees are coming out now, so we'll have some more work to do with that. So let's go down by the patio by the pond and we'll start getting some work done over there. All right, so what we're gonna do today is we are going to, I gotta get some sand that washed down in here. I gotta get it all that pressure washed out of the joints. So I'm gonna work on that this morning, get this whole thing cleaned off. And then we're gonna get our edge restraint installed. And we're gonna compact it with a compactor, rolling compactor, get everything dialed in how we like it. And then we're gonna get our sand into the joints, our nitro sand. So I've got lots of stuff to do with that. And it's gonna be awesome. So I wanna get that done. After that done, then we'll be able to put some fabric and topsoil in this little bed here. And then this area will be all ready for planting whenever the time comes. We do have to set a piece of flagstone over there. We might do that today if there's time. So lots to do. basically we're all done. Looks fantastic. That machine is an absolute unit, if I do say so myself. I am just thrilled with it. They claim 2,500 square feet in an hour. Now, I bet you that those numbers are based on big open areas, not little intricate details like all around this wall and stuff. So I bet you can do that kind of quantity when you have the access and the ability to do that. Also, you need some major water flow. But I mean, we put a splitter on a hose, and we had one hose going to the machine and one hose going to a nozzle, as you saw, and that worked decent. I would have liked to had more water going to that. It worked the best when I didn't have that thing running. It didn't have the other hose running at the same time, but nonetheless, it worked like that. Easy to push around, not super loud, and it really does a really good job. So that is a win in my opinion, and very, very glad that we invested in that unit. Little view from up here. Got to leave the hose in it because that's classic, you know. Looks really nice. So for those of you that don't know, again, or just to kind of recap, this is the mini joint filler by Optimus, and we purchased it from Pave Tool Innovators. The only thing we added to it was this part right here. It does not come with this swivel hose hookup. It comes with a European style air hookup, and we just unthreaded it, went to local hardware store and got this fitting and this fitting with a swivel hose adapter, and it works out perfect. So absolutely awesome machine. This is also a must-have. So these two machines are now our finishing paver tools, I guess, if you will. Compacting, sanding. I'm excited to try this someday with regular poly sand. That would be interesting to see how fast that is. But yep, we're gonna go eat some lunch and decide what we're gonna do after that. Thursday morning, beautiful morning. We have had some really, really nice mornings here. Man, really some great days. Love how the sunlight looks coming off this wall here. The guys did a really nice job on this. So we're one guy short today, and so what we're gonna keep working on is bringing this wall around. So it's looking beautiful. Just super happy. Laid out the sidewalk with flags. Maybe I'll walk up over there and show you that in a minute. Ooh, that one needs a shim. So this is the proposed walkway here. Kind of comes through here. And then a soft opening over to the driveway there. So I was gonna let the client look at that last night and decide if they liked it. We've talked about making this area, or I've been thinking about it's a little bit bigger than what I planned on in the design. But now that it's here, I really like the size of it. It was supposed to be like closer like that, but this is how Mike Foreman did it, and I actually really like it. So I'm not sure if we'll leave it like that or not yet, but we'll see what happens with that. But I do like how that looks and gives us a nice planting space So we'll see. All right, so one other thing we've been working on is getting our irrigation main line, and we also had to get an electrical line over to this building, and so that's been all trenched in, and they're in the process of bringing our water line up to that for where the irrigation water supply is going to come from. It's a new well for that, so that work is all getting done in the meantime, and then our guys trenched in this, got all the pipe in there, and that's looking really nice. So now we're gonna backfill all this today, and then we'll have our water roughed in and our irrigation roughed in, and yeah, so ready to rock and roll. So it's got to go from that building all the way to that building over there, and then our main line will be out here right at the yard where we need it for when we actually are ready to go for irrigation. Lots of little things getting done that need to get done, so it's a beautiful thing. Let's go stack some wall. Towards the end of the day, Thursday here, we got a lot done. We got all this kind of roughed in, not really roughed in, but I mean, it's in. We got a little sand to grade out in here. We got our 4 steps going up. It's exactly how we want it. We got some excess pieces here that need to move, but otherwise this area is pretty much done. And then I just have a couple boulders like here, and here that are just kind of stuck into the hill. And then the dirt's gonna kind of just flow through, and then we'll have a couple little planting areas through there. It'll look really natural. And when you stand down there, they look like they're one consistent wall. You know, it looks like that's sitting on top of that, but it's really not. So it gives us that little thing. And then when we plant that, it'll block that window, especially when you're looking at it from the golf course over there. And that's what the whole goal was. So we'll be able to completely shield that window. And it really fits nicely with the scale of the wall. It brings enough of the wall farther on this side, so when you stand, when you're all the way back there, or even down by the pond side patio over here, it just, the scale of this just fits really well. And now after this, after we get this main part built, we're gonna have little things down here, little areas with boulders, and really bring this out. We'll have another area down there, and then our brick edging line comes all the way out here, like it's crazy. So I bet you by the end of the day tomorrow, we'll have a lot of this all wrapped up, and maybe start working on some areas over there, and then some of this stuff. It's just really coming together. It looks amazing. The sand down here at the patio is rock solid already, exactly as expected. These steps are just absolutely gorgeous. This stuff is the nitro sand was the perfect product for what we're doing here. Just rock solid. It's just so perfect. I'm just so thrilled. Tomorrow we're probably gonna get fabric and dirt in this area. That's what the guys were gonna work on tomorrow. We got a set a piece of flagstone over there, like I said. But now look, I mean, obviously there's equipment there, but think about when you're looking at it from the golf course. You're gonna have this wall right here, then you're gonna have this wall, and then when you get lower down in the golf course over there, it's gonna look like one consistent wall going up. It's just gonna be insane. I know I keep saying that, but it really is. So that's your end of Thursday update, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. This is a cool shot right here. Well guys, it's Friday. We're getting rained out. Everybody went home now. Not the end of the week like I was hoping, but it is what it is, right? You can't always have beautiful weather, but just wanted to show what we've got done up to this point. And pretty much got it all wrapped up. No, not all the way. The main part of the wall is pretty much all wrapped up. We got a few pieces to put up over there, and then next week we're going to work on all kinds of stuff down here and over there, and kind of define our bed line so we can see how that's all going to look. But it turned out really nice. Really bummed that it started raining, but that's just how it goes. This just turned out really good. As you can see, we got a little bit more to go right there, and it'll be pretty much that the main part of the walls are all done. We got our steps kind of buttoned up over there. You can see they graded all this out. That looks nice. So you can kind of see now how that looks going up. I actually think that step's going to move over, or we're going to add a wider one there. I'm not sure yet, but yep, awesome week. Just absolutely awesome. So much progress. Huge difference. Turned out awesome. Can't wait to see it kind of, really once we finish the stuff there and over here, and then we place a bunch of boulders in the landscape around, which that's been my plan and what I want to do. Most of the boulder work will be done in the front of the house, or on the house part of the job, and then all we have remaining is everything down here. So pond continues to get excavated a little bit at a time, and I can't wait to get beat back down in there, getting that part wrapped up. So absolutely. What's up, guys? We're gonna end this video right here. We had a great week. Unfortunately, with the rain, we like I said, sent everybody home, and as typical fashion, it stops raining 2 hours after you send everybody home, even though it wasn't supposed to rain, or it wasn't supposed to stop raining all day. But you know what, that's just how things go. So yeah, thanks for watching, and we will catch you guys on the next one. Thanks.